Alright, here we are in the finals of our triple Lorwyn rough drafts. Do we keep a hand where we can't cast... Well, we can cast Thieving Sprite. We are on the draw. Let's keep it. Opponent leads on a forest. Swamp Goo. Pass the turn. Wirewood Changeling for our opponent. There's our green mana, right on time. So, Dagger Dare, Goo. Pass the turn. Opponent gets in for 2 with their Changeling. Alright, that's fine. And even Changeling. They're just Changelings everywhere. That's a dread, though. Well, let's play Gitleaf Seer. Ship the turn. I guess if you play all Changelings, you get to take advantage of any tribal synergies. Let's take it for now. They're representing a pump spell of some kind. Huntmaster, yikes. That's a forest. Well, swamp. Thieving Sprite. Take a peek at our opponent's hand. They get to discard one of their 2 cards, whichever one they prefer. Well, this game seems like it's going to be a lot shorter than the last one. Well, I guess we might as well attack. Ugh. Alright, we'll get in for 2. Maybe it was better to leave it back, but we don't really have good blocks. We could try to trade with the Changeling, but that doesn't feel good. Maybe I should have left it back and just activated to try to find a removal spell. Oh god. Nast Elite. Well, we get to Clash. And a Forest, and they have a Lord. Well, Forest has to go to the bottom. Well, if we don't draw a removal spell for Nast Elite, we're just dead next turn. That's quite the draw for our opponent. Curving out with Changelings and Elves. I guess technically Lingify keeps us alive for a turn. And then we pass. So I think we're on Chump and hope to find a Wrath. And I don't even... Well, I guess it still works. Opponent gets another Elf. Goes major attacks. We block. No. We block. We block. And we block. And then we activate Wrath or Bust. And it's Bust. Well, that was quite the aggressive elf draw for our opponent. That seems like a really solid deck. I don't even know if we have much to bring in against it. Not really. I guess we just run it back and hope for the best. Alright, we get to play first. And... Alright, this is solid. Forest Go. We actually have a removal spell and our Marsh Flitter, which is one of the best cards in our deck. Ooh, and Pepper Smoke. Pepper Smoke is especially good if we can draw a card, but it's very good. It should be able to kill something. Opponent starts on Knight of Mistmeadow. First strike, lifelink. Ooh, Final Revels is maybe the card we want most in this matchup. Although it does hurt us a lot too, but still. There's a forest for our opponent. And even Changeling. Well, we take 2. And I think we need to up... Well, never mind. Land. And Marsh Flitter. That's pretty helpful. Helps us block the Changeling at least. We can, like, block the Knight, sack the Goblin, block the Changeling with Marsh Flitter. Something along those lines. Wouldn't mind it living just so we can get the draw off Pepper Smoke. So maybe be conservative with it. See what our opponent does. We don't want to lose it to a pump spell. Hunt down. Makes a creature block if able. Well, if we're going to block, we might as well... Well, alright, we'll just let it go. It's annoying, but we can't really do anything about it. There's a land. So... Now I think we just pass. I don't think we want to final Revels yet. There's an athlete. We get to clash. We both hit Forest. Forest to the bottom. No attacks. We draw Swamp. Well, let's play Swamp. Let's just Weed Strangle Nassolete. Forest to the bottom. Oh, they have the Cylopean Sight. So be aware of that. That's a combat trick. Untaps the creature, too, which can sometimes be irrelevant. Opponent goes to attacks. Well, let's block. And sack a goblin. There's the Sight, so pumps it up. And untaps it. But then we get to Pepper Smoke. Oh, alright. That worked out. So we got rid of it. Uh-oh. What's our opponent have now? Cloud Crown Oak. We could use our Dread. Dread would be awesome. We have scryed a couple lands to the bottom, which is also beneficial. Alright, our opponent passes. We draw a Swamp. Well, Swamp and go. Stay back on defense. Pretty much, we just want to draw Dread and win with it. Oh, God. Garrick? Oh, God. Oh, I don't know if we beat Garrick. Honestly. Untaps 2 lands. Gotta get rid of Garrick. Well, let's attack Garrick. See what our opponent does. Just blocks there. Double blocks. Well, we pump it up. Sack our goblin. Oh. That's a blowout. Last card was a removal spell. Ugh. Alright, pass the turn. Oh, we're very dead now. Planeswalkers are good and limited. Who would have thought? Garrick is one of the best ones out of the cycle and limited too. So we managed to beat Jace, but does not look like we're going to beat Garrick. Another land. Well, let's attack Garrick. Lace with Moonglove, draw a card, get Death Touch. Ugh. Alright, pass the turn. Makes a beast. Well, I guess we could draw a bunch of removal in a row. Down to 8. So, Moonglove Extract. Shoot down Garrick. But I think it's the advantage Garrick has generated already is just too much. Dagger Dare. Forest, go. Well, I'm pretty sure this is the end. So many planeswalkers. Well, we learned that killing your own dread can sometimes be sweet, and that planeswalkers are good in limited. So, made it to the finals. Round 2 was insane, but our opponent's deck is pretty strong, and planeswalkers pretty good.